This week, we're continuing our way north up the intracoastal waterway, where we've got lots of work and unexpected changes for us this hurricane season.
I think we have a dirty secret. Get off.
Previously on Sailing Gypsy, we tucked into the Intracoastal Waterway, or ICW, after 4 days offshore, trading the lean and deep blue water and the sound of Gypsy carving through the waves for a smooth glide across the river. Sounds of the hum of our engine, leaves rustling, and the sweet smell of pine and greenery that line the banks. Even some wildlife, like this black bear cooling off on a sunny day. One of our most thrilling moments was throwing up the headsail as we sailed under one of the narrower fixed bridges in the area. Not to mention while flying a drone to capture Gypsy in all her glory. Our destination is a marina in Virginia where we're hauling our grill out. Great, so we've just got one little lock here and maybe a couple more bridges, and then we should be at the yard, our destination. Of course, we had to slap a sticker on here as well. Bam. Stickered.
Stickered.
The landscape continually shifts like a moving picture passing us by. As we got closer to Norfolk, the marshlands turned into a bustling transport zone where we felt just teeny tiny next to these huge container ships. We had to time our arrival into the channel at high tide because of its shallow depth. As we got closer to the channel, the sheer number of markers everywhere is a telltale sign of just how tricky and specific the track is to get in.
Sketchier beyond sketchiness.
We were pretty much alongside people hanging out on the beach before the channel markers got closer and closer together. Doing great.
Thanks. As long as we got water under the boat, we're good.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm so quick at doing the fenders and the ropes now.
Hey, you're pro.
For people who don't really marina.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna loop in there on that blue sign. That's what
I'm gonna go over there by that blue building. We're here, we're tied up. All right.
Time to get to work.
Yeah.
We got a lot of work ahead of us. We haven't told any of you what our plans are yet. It just kind of happened. It's been 2 years since we've hauled out. Plans changed really quickly, and they definitely did for us. So yeah, we're still hauling the boat, but there's a lot more to it than just that now. So stay tuned for that. That's gonna be exciting. We're really excited.
There's too much going on.
I know. It's insane.
Cut the camera, let's get to work.
Okay.
Good morning. Today is haul out day. Travis is getting started on taking down our mainsail. We did our head sail yesterday, but it's early in the morning with no wind that we can bring the last one down before we get lifted out of the water. We removed our sails because we want as little windage as possible up top while hauled out. There are a few hold our breath moments while hauling out. First, the reversing into the haul out area, and you'll see in a moment just how tight the spot was. part 1, success. As you can see, it is a very tight spot, but Travis did a great job backing in. Plus, there was not a lick of wind, so it was pretty ideal conditions. We have a front-facing sonar that no matter how well we try to mark, like on the top side, it's really hard to really judge where it is. So Travis always does the sacrificial swim to just make sure that the slings are going in the right spot. The last thing we want was the slings sitting on and pushing in our front-facing sonar, which is what happened in our first haul out. It's linked up there for you to watch after this episode. Refreshing. That little antenna on our backstay is our AIS antenna. To avoid anything getting damaged, we slack the backstay when getting raised. And of course, the next hold our breath moment is when Gypsy actually gets hauled out. Boats belong in the water, and that's a lot of boat to get lifted up in the air. Not too shabby for no bottom paint, eh?
I'm surprised. Yeah.
Remember last time there was so much stuff on the prop and...
Well, like our water line was gone, but it's weird because I put almost 5 coats of the water line. So everything else seemed to last.
That's the weight.
Heavier than I thought.
How much?
29,000.
Oh, wow. 29,000 pounds? That's 29,000 pounds with Gypsy completely empty, and we'll show you just how empty momentarily.
End of an era. That's crazy.
That's the last time we'll see her in the water.
Yeah. Well, technically not, but maybe.
I don't know. Last time we'll be sailing her, maybe, I think. I don't know. I don't even want to think about it.
I know. So freaking sad. Look at her and just think how many oceans?
One ocean, twice.
Okay, one ocean twice. Been a lot of seas.
Yeah.
It's
One
taken
ocean.
us through a lot of different sea territories and, you know, land places and everything. I don't know. It's just crazy to think that that boat's taken us so many spots.
It's me in spurts, so like, you know, there's just so much going on right now. It's kind of like, okay, we gotta do this, gotta do that, you know. But then once you're by yourself and you kind of have time to reflect, that's when it starts to hit me personally. You?
Yeah, it's hit me now.
I'm gonna cry. Okay, let's back this up a little bit and show you what we were doing between our arrival and the haul out that got us to this point. Our plan was to always haul out during this hurricane season. Stuff everywhere. Everywhere. Like Travis mentioned earlier, plans changed very unexpectedly and suddenly for us, and it involves us needing to clear everything out and for us to move off of our beloved Gypsy. I don't even know how we're going to pack all of this stuff because there is so much. Like, we haven't even... This isn't even the tip of the iceberg.
There. You don't realize how many things fit in how many spots. You're like, oh, I'm in a boat. It's small, but start clearing things out of spaces.
Oh, yeah, look at that sweat. So I've just cleaned up the kitchen stuff. Everything's kind of in this box right now. Full. And we just have a very empty cupboard here. Just left a couple of items out that we're going to be using on the boat. We're just moving big stuff out right now out of our shed. Oh, that's the biggest of them all. Our sails.
We've made some serious ground, all big thanks to Dandy Haven Marina here. This place is amazing. We pull in at like 1 o'clock yesterday and he's like, oh, do you need a truck to use? And we're just like kind of mind blown. So he brings the truck around and we're able to take one big load of stuff to our storage place. And now we're on load 2 today. And I think we can get most of the boat cleared out and then we just got to get it all up to snuff, clean it up. But like, what an amazing marina this is. It's crazy. It's like perfect spot. So we're quite happy with where we are right now.
We heard good reviews about this place, and it's true. It's amazing here. And yeah, Gypsy's looking like Gypsy's never looked before. You guys know that we pride ourselves on how nice, neat, organized we keep everything at all times, but this is, you know, a different situation. So
I think we have a dirty secret.
it's not as clean as
No, like I feel like we're really organized, but now that I'm pulling everything out of spots, I'm like, man, did I just shove that in there? Like, just because there's so many different little pieces on a boat, like it could be hoses, nuts, bolts, like a random little piece that you might use for somewhere. It's just so much randomness. It's so hard to organize it perfectly in a limited space. But yeah, it's crazy pulling all this stuff out. You're like, how do we have this? So hopefully we do a good purge and get a ton of stuff that we really haven't touched in a couple years off the boat, because yeah, I want to be organized when we bring things back on. Just like a good full-on go through everything and get it all cleaned out and figure out what we need and not need after years of cruising.
We have 95% of the boat cleared out, just have stuff that we're using right now, like to live, dishware, stuff like that, cookware, and cleaning supplies, because we haven't done a full wiped out of the boat, so we're keeping cleaning supplies. And then we have to tackle clothes. All of our clothes are supposed to fit in this one bag here. We've already put away most of our vacuum sealed stuff. This is kind of like just the clothing that we have out. Yeah. We weren't kidding when we said we emptied her out completely. Every drawer, cabinet, and storage area. And cleaned to a sparkle. Before we get put into our spot, we're just doing a little pump out to get rid of all the stuff in the holding tank. We just wanted to take this moment in case it is our last moment. I wanted to have a last moment.
Yeah, I've been trying to like just reminisce and just look at her and just think of all the times we had on her and everything.
It's also super hard because we've been so busy.
So busy. Like 2 weeks straight trying to get this boat cleaned out. It's crazy how much stuff you have inside of a boat.
Yeah, so much stuff going on in your mind, trying to pack things up, think about it, getting ready, that you don't really get a moment to really reflect with everything going on. But this is our moment to just take in what could be our last time on board. We don't know if it is, but if it is, at least we have this moment. And that means our last sail was our last sail.
Yeah.
But we didn't want to think about it as our last sail during our last sail, because, you know.
Yeah, when we were on that 5-day sail up here, it was just kind of like taking it all in and just thinking how much sweet times we had on this boat.
Yeah, she's taken us a lot of places.
Yeah, so it's sad talking about it now.
It was our first, like, well, we lived together before, but this was like our first, like, home.
Yeah, well, it's our first home together, for sure.
Yeah. Are you gonna cry? You're so
well, if I talk to you, I'm just way too sticky. I'm still, there's like a bunch of things to do.
You know?
I think when we drive away, it'll like be like, whoa.
Yeah. I'm already starting to tear. I can't think about it.
I know.
You gotta get ready.
I'm just gonna start doing things again, so I think about it.
Though it's the end of an era, it's the beginning of a new and very exciting chapter for us. We've got huge news and big changes coming up. Hit that subscribe button. We'll be sharing it all in next week's episode. It's not one to be missed. If you can't wait till next Sunday, check out our Patreon where you get early viewing of each episode before it goes live on YouTube.